Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about our next wintry system and the fact that this storm is very weirdly positioned. So I'll talk about it in a little bit. So let's start off first with the National Weather Service page. We have winter weather advisories in California, Oregon, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Wyoming, and Montana. Winter storm warnings in California, Montana. Winter storm watches in Wyoming and Nebraska. So, now to the positioning of this storm. The fact of the matter is, right now we're seeing a low pressure moving through California, and we are going to be seeing this low pressure move into the plains throughout the day on Friday and into Saturday. Now, as this is happening, we are really watching the Twin Cities. If the Twin Cities are put under a winter storm warning, then we will have a new winter storm, Winter Storm Phyllis. If not, we won't. Even though this is a very significant system with potentially major impacts, it is going to be impacting areas that are very low in population, as well as winter storm warnings will only be posted in a thin stretch of area. So overall, it seems like the storm will be just a bit too far north to get named. Now, we have seen the Weather Channel name storms that don't really require it per their own standards because they think that it's a significant enough storm. Therefore, we could see this storm get named, but at the moment, it seems like a significant storm that won't get named. Now, let's move on here to the NAM 12 kilometer model, which shows the storm moving into the northeast, and then eventually right behind this, we could see another storm system. One of these two storms will get named Winter Storm Phyllis. The other could get named our next winter storm name, which I'm blanking on at the moment, or we will only see one winter storm out of the two. So right now, it looks like that second system is going to be impacting Chicago, which would automatically pretty much make it meet the requirements for winter storm naming. So what about this first system? You can see here that we have a decent swath of snow across, the Rockies, the Front Range. Denver doesn't seem like it will be impacted severely. It looks like they'll be getting maybe a couple inches of snow. But then you move into the plains with areas such as South Dakota and Minnesota getting 6 to 12, maybe even 12 to 24 inches of snow. But the Twin Cities, 0 to 3 inches. And in terms of ice, it looks like right around a tenth to 1/1500th of an inch, which doesn't qualify them for an ice storm warning either. So it looks like at the moment, per the NWS standards of, naming winners or putting up winter storm warnings, that we will only see winter weather advisories for the Twin Cities. And with that, we won't be seeing a winter storm. Unless, of course, the Weather Channel does go against its typical requirements for naming winter storm. Therefore, we could see Winter Storm Phyllis, but it's kind of up in the air. But either way, we are looking at a thin but impactful swath of heavy snowfall, 6 inches likely, 12 inches possible, and then an area of sustained freezing rain in parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, maybe even Michigan as well. And those totals could add up to maybe even, when you look at this and it says like an inch or something, we typically say that that's definitely going to be over a quarter of an inch of ice. So that is all the newest information that I have for today. Tomorrow we will be going over the severe threat with this storm, but this is the video on the wintry side. It's very, very small and could have very significant impacts because of its size and the amount of snowfall. It's actually better demonstrated on the NAM 3 kilometer model, being so dense in those spots. You can see here that this little stretch of the storm, this little band here, will be the most impactful part of the storm, and other than that band, we really don't see much heavy snowfall. Same thing with icing. You have just this one central area here of ice, and everywhere else is pretty insignificant. So that's all I really have for the wintry side of the storm. Tomorrow I'll give a quick update on the wintry side of the storm. Then we'll talk about the severe threat and the wet weather that is going to be brought along with this storm as well. But that is all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and hitting the bell. And I'll see you guys next time.